We had ourselves an AL Central matchup on tap as the Cleveland Indians came to town as the Royals played host. Danny Duffy, the left-hander on the mound for the Royals, making his 9th start of the year. He has a 2.75 ERA so far in 2019. And in the top half of the first, runner on first, Naquin grounds out to second. They cannot turn it into a double play though, so he reaches on a fielder's choice, but then Lindor would ground into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, so it's still scoreless. Top half of the second, Brian Dozier, their new second baseman, he's going down swinging. Next batter up, Jason Kipnis, now the DH for the Indians. He's also going down, but this time looking. Now top half of the third, Bradley Zimmer, he's going down swinging, and it's still 0-0 as we move things on to the bottom half of the third, where Trevor Bauer was on the hill for the Indians. Has not won a game this year and has an ERA over 5. In the bottom half of the third, he's got runners on first and second, but he gets out of it as it gets Soler to line out. Top half of the fourth, Duffy back to dominating, strikes at Lindor. Now we move to the bottom half of the fourth. Jorge Bonifacio, first pitch he sees, rips it into the left center field gap, and he's going to get his legs rocking the high socks into second base with a stand-up double to lead off the inning. Next batter up is Joe Mauer. Pitch gets away from the catcher Mejia, and Bonifacio moves into third on the wild pitch. And then Joe Mauer hits a ground ball over the first. He's going to be retired, but the run does come in to make it a 1-0 Royals lead. They were not done in that inning, though, as Hunter Dozier rips one into center field for a base knock for Kansas City. Next batter up would be Whit Merrifield. 1-0 count to him. He's going to go up the middle. They try to turn two with it, but he cannot handle it. Dozier at second, so it's first and second with one out. Sandy Leon with a swinging bunt, essentially, moves the runners up. He's retired at first, so second and third with 2 outs. And a nice piece of 2-out hitting from Ramon Torres, the 9-hitter, drives in both runs, and it's now a 3-0 Royals lead as we move things on to the top half of the fifth, where Brian Dozier is going to hit one deep into the right center field gap, hits right in front of the track, and bounces up over the wall for a ground rule double. And then a full count to Jason Kipnis is going to bloop one into left center field for a base knock, driving a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Next batter up would be Robbie, or few batters later, it's Robbie Grossman, now with Kipnis on second with 2 outs. He's also going to bloop one in for a RBI single. It's now a 3-2 game. Bottom half of the fifth, Craig Gentry is going to slap one over to left field, bloops right in front of the left fielder, and he's on first base and does what he does, goes and swipes second with his speed, but it would be unnecessary as Mike Moustakas would have driven him in anyway because he absolutely clobbers one over the right field bullpen into the stands. A 2-run shot for Mike Moustakas, his 11th home run of the season. It is now a 5-2 Royals lead. Rafael Montero came in with a runner on first and 1 out top of the 6th inning. And with an 0-2 count to Lindor, he gets him to line out to left field, so 2 down, runner on first. 2-2 count to Brian Dozier, and a slider does not slide as Brian Dozier absolutely rips one dead center field. A 2-run shot makes it a 5-4 game. Dozier's 5th home run of the season, but then Montero would settle back in and he would get a weak ground out over to third as Moustakas makes an easy play to get out of the inning. Move things on top half of the 8th, 1 out in the inning. Justin Grimm comes on, facing Jose Ramirez. He goes down looking. Next batter up is Tyler Naquin, and he is also going to go down, but he's going down swinging on the big breaking ball. Now we move things on bottom half of the 8th inning. Evan Marshall on for the Indians out of their pen, leading things off. First pitch Marshall throws is going to be ripped into the left center field gap, and Merrifield has got the speed. He's round in second, heading into third. Here comes the throw, and Merrifield just avoids the throw for a triple. And then Sandy Leon would pop one up into center field. It's going to be caught by Bradley Zimmer, and Merrifield is going to test his arm, which proved to be a bad idea. He is gunned at the plate, and it's still a 1-run lead. Still no insurance runs, but Ramon Torres rips one into center for a base knock for some 2-out hitting. Next batter up was Craig Gentry, draws himself a 4-pitch walk, so first and second, 2 outs. Moustakas comes through yet again, rips one into right field. Right fielder tries to dive for it, ends up missing it, so it's going to be a 2 RBI double for Moose, as it's now a 7-4 Royals lead. They got their insurance runs for Kelvin Herrera. He comes on for looking for his 11th save of the year, and he gets it as he blows a fastball right by Jason Kipnis, and the Kansas City Royals win this ball game at home over the Cleveland Indians by a score of 7-4 here at Kauffman Stadium. Of course, Mike Moustakas gets player of the game honors. He was 3 for 5 on the day with a home run, which was a 2-run shot, and then a 2 RBI double as well. Craig Gentry was 3 for 4 on the day, also walked. Whit Merrifield 2 for 4, Jorge Bonifacio 2 for 4. Duffy gets the win, Herrera gets the save. Bauer, now 0-8 on the year, does not have a win all year long. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Baseball. I've been your host, Jersey Born, and I'm saying goodbye.